Disney World in Orlando, Florida is home to over 50 rides and 130 attractions. But although Disney is best known for its family-friendly rides, there are still some thrills to be found, from the heights of Mount Everest to the futuristic world of Tron. So join me today as I count down every roller coaster at Walt Disney World, Florida. Starting us off at number 9 is the Barnstormer. Located within the Storybook Circus section of Disney's Magic Kingdom, the Barnstormer is a junior roller coaster which takes guests flying in Goofy's biplane. The ride climbs a 30-foot lift hill before twisting and turning along 679 feet of track. Opened on October 1st, 1996, the ride is the smallest of the coasters at Disney World and is targeted at younger guests, reaching a top speed of 25 miles an hour and a total ride only lasting 40 seconds. And while it technically counted as a coaster credit, it's just not on par with the other rides on this list. At number 8 is the classic Tomorrowland attraction, Space Mountain. Manufactured by Aero Development and first opened on January 15, 1975, this is the oldest operating roller coaster in the state of Florida. The ride features 2 separate tracks, each with a height of 90 feet, 26-foot drops, and reaches speeds of 27 miles an hour. After boarding their spacecraft and blasting off through a colorful light tunnel, riders are rocketed into the black of space, where they spend the next 2.5 minutes being jostled around in complete darkness. Although this might be a nostalgic favorite for some, I personally find the ride to be too rough and lacking in visuals to rank this any higher than 8th on my list. Coaster number 7 is Slinky Dog Dash. Opened June 30th, 2018 in Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios, this ride is themed like a giant playset constructed by Andy in his backyard. This family-friendly coaster, manufactured by Mack Rides, reaches a height of 50 feet and speeds of 40 miles an hour. Seated on Slinky Dog's back, guests are launched through a series of smooth, wide curves past several of Andy's toys. The ride stops for a brief countdown before launching a second time towards some minor airtime hills.
Here we go!
At 2 minutes long, this attraction offers a nice, smooth, although relatively short ride with light thrills and will appeal to a wide audience. Back at the station, the ride concludes with a performance from an animatronic of Wheezy the Penguin. Next up at number 6 is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, located in Fantasyland at the Magic Kingdom. Opened May 28, 2014, the ride features rich theming based on Walt Disney's 1937 film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which was the first full-length animated feature film. Guests board a mine train and travel up a lift hill before navigating a series of turns leading to the Seven Dwarfs Mine. Inside, the dwarfs are hard at work, brought to life by animatronics featuring fully animated faces. After climbing a second lift hill, the trains are sent hurtling back towards Snow White's house. This 2-minute and 50-second long ride offers a nice mix of roller coaster and dark sections, features a 29-foot drop and speeds of 34 miles an hour. Adding to the fun is a unique ride system which allows the mine cars to tilt and swing freely as it goes through the curves. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train has been a great addition to the park and is sure to be a favorite for Disney fans of all ages. At number 5, it's the wildest ride in the wilderness. Sitting next to the Rivers of America at Disney's Magic Kingdom, Big Thunder Mountain has been a classic Disney coaster since it opened on November 15, 1980. After boarding your abandoned mine train and climbing a 104-foot tall lift hill, riders are sent careening through the wilderness, navigating abandoned mine shafts, caverns, canyons, and a mysterious ghost town. At 35 miles an hour, this isn't the fastest coaster, but the illusion of speed is heightened by the tight, curving track which winds closely in and around the rockwork. At 3 minutes long, Big Thunder Mountain offers a fun ride experience, and the extensive theming make this a personal favorite of mine to ride, especially at night. Over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, the Rock and Roller Coaster takes guests on a wild limousine ride through the streets of Hollywood while rocking out to classic Aerosmith tunes. This was the first Disney coaster to have an accelerated launch, which propels riders from 0 to 57 miles an hour in 2.8 seconds. It's also the only Disney World coaster to feature full inversions with a track layout that includes both a sea serpent roll and a corkscrew. To add some variety to the experience, each train features a different Aerosmith soundtrack, featuring songs like Love in an Elevator, Walk This Way, Dude Looks Like a Lady, or Sweet Emotion. Rock and Roller Coaster stands 80 feet tall with a 78-foot drop and reaches a top speed of 57 miles an hour. It's definitely one of the most aggressive rides at Disney World, subjecting riders up to a maximum of 5 Gs. Unfortunately, the ride's theming doesn't live up to some of the other Disney experiences, and the ride's over before you know it, only lasting 1 minute and 22 seconds. Coaster number 3 is Expedition Everest, which is the only roller coaster at Disney's Animal Kingdom. At the time it was built, Expedition Everest was the most expensive coaster in the world, a record which stood until Hagrid's Magical Creatures opened at Universal's Islands of Adventure in 2019. It's also the tallest of all of the Disney mountains, standing at 199 feet tall. Departing from base camp, riders embark on a thrilling adventure to find the elusive Yeti. After climbing a 112-foot tall lift hill, the train begins to navigate the mountain before suddenly being halted by some broken tracks, presumably caused by the Yeti himself. The train begins to roll backwards, spiraling down through the mountain, and eventually coming to rest in a cave where riders see the Yeti's shadow. The train then continues forward, plunging 80 feet down the side of the mountain before hurtling towards their final encounter with the Yeti. Unfortunately, despite this being the largest and most complex audio animatronic figure ever built by Walt Disney Engineering, the Yeti has been disabled and operating in B mode since 2006. Despite this flaw, Expedition Everest is an incredibly fun ride, mixing rich theming with fast speeds, reaching 50 miles an hour and forces of up to 3 Gs. Additionally, the mix of forwards and backwards track sections provides a unique ride experience, which was the first of its kind on any Disney ride. Runner-up for Best Coaster at Disney World is Tron Lightcycle Run. Just opened in April 2023, this coaster is based on the Tron movie series and is the newest coaster at Disney World. Guests board individually themed motorcycle-shaped vehicles before being launched on a thrilling light cycle race through the grid. The ride track includes indoor and outdoor sections looping out under a themed canopy before re-entering the darkness of the show building populated by Tron-themed special effects. The ride's launch is exhilarating, propelling riders to a speed of 60 miles an hour, making it the fastest coaster at Disney World and subjecting riders to up to 4 Gs of force. Fans of Tron will love the theming and visual effects found throughout the ride. However, some riders might find the light cycle vehicles to be uncomfortable and restrictive, and at just 2 minutes long, the shorter duration keeps this from being a less than perfect experience. And finally, my pick for top coaster at Walt Disney World is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Opened May 27, 2022, this ride reportedly cost $500 million to construct, and in typical Guardians of the Galaxy fashion, it's just plain fun. While touring the wonders of Xandar Pavilion, guests are transported to the Nova ship, but things go sideways when the cosmic generator is stolen.
What's happening? I'm not sure. Our power's out. And the cosmic generator is gone!
And you're called to action to help the Guardians of the Galaxy save the universe.
They're our only chance of keeping track of that whack job until we get the cosmic generator back.
This is one of the largest fully enclosed coasters in the world and features an exciting backwards launch and rotating ride vehicles, which hurtle 60 miles an hour through the darkness of space. But unlike Space Mountain, this ride is filled with rich visuals which fly by as you twist and spin along 5,500 feet of track. And adding to the fun is the classic rock soundtrack featuring one of 6 randomly selected songs, not to mention the lengthy ride time of 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Overall, the storyline, theming, and music of Cosmic Rewind make it an incredibly satisfying ride experience, and my pick for best coaster at Walt Disney World. But what's your favorite? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe to our videos for more rides and attractions. Thanks for watching!